Hello and welcome to the Daily Millwall for Monday the 1st of September 2025, otherwise known as Transfer Deadline Day. Shut that door. Ooh, shut that door. Right, the door has been shut. The door, the window, whatever you want to call it, it's been shut. Now, this is interesting. It's shut at 7 o'clock. And then, everyone's losing their fucking mind because Millwall haven't announced anyone. It's like, well, maybe it's going to be late. 7:15? 7:30? They announced one of them at 8 and then they announced the other at 9. So tell me why. What's the point of closing the window at 7 o'clock? If they're just going to do that. And, we'll get right into it. I think the main one, really. I don't know if this is going to be the best signing, but, the name signing that we've made. Is this guy here. Now this is shocking. Like I said, they announced this one at 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Do you see the photograph there? He's wearing a Mill kit. Now this could be photoshopped. I don't think it is photoshopped. Maybe it is photoshopped, but I don't think it is photoshopped. Maybe it's AI. Is it AI? I don't know if it's AI. It might be AI. It's hard to tell these days, isn't it? Yeah. This is shocking for many reasons. Clearly taken during the day. So does the guy just travel around to various clubs taking pictures in case the deal does go through later on in the day? Or were they playing on this deal throughout the day and they had the deal done and then they don't announce it till 9 o'clock? What are we doing here? This is from millfc.co.uk. It's official. Mill announced Will Smallbone loan signing. Yeah. Now this is shocking. It's shocking for another reason. Now, quite famously, Will Smallbone has alopecia. Do you know what that is? It's what Richard Chaplow had before. He is bald. Bald as bald can be. I think this was it. Swimmer who had it. Duncan Goodyew. He has apparently no body hair, but as you can see, he's got hair on his head. So, maybe he went to Turkey and had one of those things put in. But then he's got eyebrows and a bit of a moustache growing back. So what the fuck's going on here? I thought alopecia wasn't. I didn't think they could cure that. We're going on a little tangent. Please indulge me if you want to skip forward. It's like 2 or 3 minutes. This is from womenshealthmagazine.com. Yes, I bring you all the high-profile, news publications. They have pills that you can take now that will prevent your hair from falling out. As long as you're taking the pills. As soon as you stop, it will fall out again. So that'll be fun, if you go on holiday and you're not allowed your pills through customs. You come back bald as a coot again. This autoimmune disease has ravaged women for centuries, and new treatments could finally change that. So this is a new treatment they've just done this in recent years. So if you know someone with alopecia, I doubt it's on the NHS. This is from America. The Americans have the best healthcare in the world because they pay for it, and the profit motive incentive scheme that is built into capitalism is that if you pay for things, people like getting money for the things that they do, so they want to do more of it and they want to do better things. And, so it goes on and on and on. So since she was a child, Brandy Jones struggled with hair loss, not minor shedding or over thinning, but large bald spots that made her feel like her head looked like a leopard or a cheetah. Wow. Now 54. She was diagnosed with alopecia areata, an autoimmune condition that disrupts irregular hair growth, at just 18 months old, since she was a baby. And she's 54 now. And for most of her life, she wore extensions, wigs or toppers to hide her hair loss and feel normal. But, it can take a toll on you mentally, as she says. But this all started to change in 2021. That year, Jones took part in a clinical trial. So this is a trial in 2021, 4 years ago, for a new alopecia areata drug called Lexelvi, which was designed to treat the condition and help grow hair back. Flash forward 4 years, and Jones looked like she belongs in a shampoo commercial. Her thick layered locks cascade down in soft waves past her shoulders, and this year she bought herself a Dyson Airwrap hairdryer. There she is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Jones's hair regrowth success since she's been on the drug, which the FDA, which is in America is the Food and Drug Administration, approved in July of 2024. Thank you, President Trump. Has been particularly dramatic. The new drug joins two others used to treat alopecia areata, Litfulo and Olumiant, which have helped thousands of women and men see their hair restored in recent years. Although the medications called Janus kinase inhibitors don't cure alopecia areata, hair falls out again if patients stop taking it, they are revolutionising treatment and making the impossible seem possible. Wow. Back to the Millwall news. Right, so Millwall Football Club is delighted to announce the signing of Will Smallbone. What a name. What a name. Smallbone. On loan from Southampton until the end of the 25-26 campaign. The 25-year-old central midfielder joins the lines on deadline day and becomes part of Alex Neil's side for the remainder of the season. A Republic of Ireland international, Smallbone's first 6 appearances for the Saints came in the EFL Trophy before he began to establish himself as a first-team regular in 2020, scoring on his first-team debut in the Emirates FA Cup and making numerous Premier League appearances. Following a few more seasons on the South Coast, Smallbone joined Stoke City on loan in 22-23 and played 49 times in all competitions, including call-ups for the Emerald Isle before returning to Southampton the following year and acting as a vital cog in the engine as the Saints won the Championship Player Final against Leeds United, Smallbone scoring 7 times that campaign. Who did he play for at Stoke City? Who was the manager? Can you guess? Would you like to guess? I'm telling you now. It was Alex Neil, by the way. Alex Neil, by the way. So, this is interesting. We were linked with 3 players that were all central midfielders that Alex Neil had managed previously. The original one was so long ago that I forgot his name. But recently it's been Alan Brown. And now, this has come out of nowhere, Will Smallbone. So, there you go. Interesting. We finally got one of Alex Neil's former players. So you would imagine, did Alex Neil have a hand in this? Was his recommendation? I don't know, but so it seems, this is a player who's ready to go now. This is a player. Well, I say ready to go. He's injured at the moment. Luckily, it's the international break, but he is injured. It's a calf injury, and he is, I think, back in training, but he was scheduled at Southampton to come back after the international break, but he hasn't played for Southampton yet this season. So I don't know if they were trying to show him out the door, but or if he's been injured all the way through. But maybe you can find out by talking to some Southampton people. I don't know. Well, where are we? Where are you? After a season in the Premier League in 24-25, Smallbone now joins the lines on loan for 25-26. Yes, this is yet another player who has Premier League experience. He's played in the Premier League. Luongo's played in the Premier League. Smallbone's played in the Premier League. Bender's played in the Premier League, Anyone else? Doughty's played in the Premier League. So, there you go. Oh, Will is a very good player, experienced central midfielder with real quality, says Director of Football Steve Gallen. This is a position we've been looking at throughout the summer, exploring both permanent and loan options to find the right fit. The lads who've played in that area have done really well, but with a couple of injuries in midfield, we knew we needed to bring someone in to strengthen that area. And Will is a current Republic of Ireland international who's played in both the Premier League and the Championship. He's strong. Technically good, gets around the pitch and offers that box-to-box presence we're looking for, and he ticks a lot of boxes. He's actually someone we didn't think would be available, but we stayed patient and were able to bring him in on deadline day, and we're really pleased to have him with us. So, and they did this deal so early on that they've got an interview with him, and they wait until 9 o'clock to announce it. Well done, guys. Well done. Now, let's have a look at this. Will Smallbone. Again, great name. Smallbone. Must be Norman name. William, obviously, we know William's a Norman name. William the Bastard, or William the Conqueror, as some would call him. Came in and vanquished the Anglo-Saxon rulers. And it's been downhill ever since, has it not? Oh, yeah. Mon Dieu. So yeah, this is his Wikipedia page. So it must be true. He's 6 foot apparently, which is 1.83 meters. So you can see his career here: 77 games for Southampton, 7 goals. Well, I think this is just league appearances. 43 appearances for Stoke on loan, 3 goals. Now, obviously not going to read all this. I'm not that demented. Where are we going? Where was it? Oh, here. So, this bit here, go down there. You see it? Okay. On the 28th of August 2023, Smallbone signed a 3-year contract extension with Southampton. Right, hang on. 2023, ad free. Dun. His contract runs out next year. His contract runs out next summer. Oh, interesting. So you do wonder if this is an exit loan. Is this like they've decided they're not going to renew his contract? How old is he, by the way? He's 25 years old. He's going to be 26 next February. So maybe they've decided. And why would they do that? Well, he had in 2021. Having just started to appear regularly for the first team on the 16th of January 2021, Smallbone suffered an anterior cruciate ligament injury, which, is serious injury. As a result, he was expected to be out of action for 6 months, and on the 26th of October, he came back. So he was out from January to October. And I think, his appearances since then have been patchy, to say the least, few and far between. Not only that, that injury triggered, I don't know if they transplanted someone like a cadaver's ligaments into him and he got the alopecia from that or whatever. Maybe it is because, autoimmune. If they put someone else's stuff inside your body starts attacking it. So that may have caused the alopecia, putting in a cadaver piece of ligament, because he caught the alopecia during this time. So you got a knee injury to deal with. You don't know if you're going to come back into football, and how are you going to be when you come back? Are you going to still be good enough? And he gets alopecia at the same time. I mean, oh my goodness. As it says here, look, Smallbone was diagnosed with alopecia in 2021 whilst recovering from his ACL injury. So you do wonder, did they put in a dead man's knee ligament in his body that fucked him up? In December 2022, he became ambassador for Alopecia UK, and he's now grown his hair back. I do imagine, he's must be quite rich, being a Premier League footballer to some extent, relatively to me and you. That he's getting these drugs from I don't know if they're improved in this country or what, but good luck to him. So here's his stats. You can see going through. So he comes into the Southampton team. So he's a Southampton under-21 player, and then makes 9 appearances in the Premier League. Then three the season after, and that's the season that he gets the injury. Comes back later, so 4. So it looks like maybe that kind of stalled his progress. But then he goes on loan to the Championship. No, he doesn't go on loan to the Championship. That's a different one. No, he does go on loan. Yeah, he goes on loan to the Championship. So this is out of order, because this is the same club. So 21-22, 22-23 is down here. Goes on loan to the Stoke. Rebuilds his career. Rebuilds his knee. Learns how to play football again. Southampton get relegated. By then. So he's a good Championship player now. They keep him on the Championship. He plays 43 games, so he's playing 2 full seasons of football. They go up to the Premier League, Championship final, playoff final, they win it. He plays 18 games for them in the Premier League, and then now this season the Championship 25-26 hasn't played any football yet. So there you go. That's his career. So yeah, good signing. Central midfielder. So we'll see how that goes. Now the other one that was announced today. Now this was announced at 8. As I said, window closes at 7. Everyone's scratching their head like, so we're not signing anyone then? Like, what's going on? What the fuck is happening? And everyone's like about to throw the toys at the pram, spit the dummy out. And then this gets announced at 8 o'clock, and it's this one. Guys, geezer that I told you about the other day, Thierno Ballo. He signs for Millwall on loan. There you go. Pointing at you. You? Me? You. This is from millfc.co.uk, so you know it's official. Millwall Football Club is delighted to announce the signing of Thierno Ballo on loan. The 23-year-old winger joins from the Austrian side of Wolfsberger and will be part of Alex Neil's squad until the end of the 25-26 season. Ballo spent time in Bayer Leverkusen's youth system before progressing through the ranks at Chelsea, where he played for the Blues' under-17s, under-18s, under-21s, under-23s, including the EFL Trophy in 2019-20. Thierno then spent a period of time on loan at Rapid Vienna, where he gained top-level and European experience before a permanent move to Wolfsberger followed in 2022. 6 goals in the opening season were backed up by 12 in 23-24 and 10 in 24-25, with Ballo also creating a number of assists, form that alerted him to the Austrian national setup, earning his first cap in June 2025 against San Marino. Ballo has played 7 times in 25-26, including in the UEFA Europa League and UEFA Conference League, and he now becomes a Lion for the remainder of the campaign. So I assume that Wolfsburg went in the Europa League playoff and they lost it, and then they went into the UEFA Conference League playoff. I don't know if they lost or won that, but there you go. So there he is there. Thierno is a skillful direct attacking player who loves to take people on, said Steve Gallen, director for Woodenden. For me, he's very much a natural wide player. While he has played up front at times, that's not really the reason we're bringing him in. We're signing him for his pace, his flair, and the attacking threat he can add to the team, especially with the injuries we've currently got in those areas. I've been aware of Thierno for a number of years, going back to his time at Chelsea in their academy and under-21s. He's someone I've kept an eye on, and when the opportunity came up, especially with our current injury situation, I felt it was a great time to bring him in. Now, it's a season-long loan with options in place for the future, including the possibility of making the move permanent. Fingers crossed he does really well here, and we're excited to have him on board. So there you go. He's basically coming in to cover for the injury. So how bad is Femi's injury? Is it season long loan? So there you go. Hopefully he comes in and rips Charlton a new arsehole. That would be good. Make a statement, son. Make a statement. So he's an Austrian international. Is he going to be another one of these that I have to keep an eye on? Will Smallbone, he's injured at the moment, so I doubt he's in the Ireland squad. Right, so this is from OFB. What's OFB? What's the Austrian Football Bundesliga? It's the FA of Austria. Now, the Austrians, for some reason, they spell their country with an O. They call it Ostrich, like the bird, the ostrich. I don't know why. It's their country. They can do what they want, but that's what they do. So the OFB is the national team situation. So here's the squad. Now this has been translated, by the way, and the website is oefb.at. Right, where is he? Thierno Ballo. This is alphabetical. He's not here. Andreas Weimann here is there. That one. The Derby County player is about 39 years old. So this is the squad for 2 games against Cyprus and Bosnia and Herzegovina. And there they are. Austrians are second on 6 points behind Bosnia and Herzegovina. But we do get information, because they tell us down here, on call. Now, I've covered this in a previous video a while ago about the situation regarding, I think it was when Ivanovic signed last year, about how that all works in terms of the FAs have to give the clubs 15 days notice, and they do that by letter. And I think that helped put the deal through for Ivanovic to get his work permit, because Vojvodina were told that he was being called up. Obviously, it's the same situation as now, where the transfer window closes the week before the international games. So they were told that he was going to get called up, so they can go to clubs abroad and say, hey, this guy's about to get a Serbia cap. He can get a work permit as soon as that comes through. As soon as he plays for Serbia, he's an international player for, I think they're like 20th in the world in the FIFA rankings. That helps him get the work permit. So what the clubs do, they not only do they, with the 15-day notice thing, they call up extra players. Now, in this country, we don't really, they don't really publicise all the extra players, but they have to in case there's an injury. Because if there's an injury of a player, and then they go to the club, hey, we want to call up your player now. So, well, is it 15 days notice? Because then the club can say, you can jog on. You're not calling him up. So we have him here. He's on call. So he's in the standby. If you go down, go to the right hand side and go down 3. Thierno Ballo, RZ Pellets, WAC. And he's only got 1 cap. He's on call. Now, playing for a championship team, I don't think it's going to hurt his chances much, because we've got a few championship players here. We've got Andreas Weimann from Derby County. There was one up here somewhere. I saw him earlier. Where is it? Defender? Where is he? I've lost him now. There was another one here, but I can't find him now. But so there you go. But they have to change that because he's Millwall now. So, he's on loan. But this is weird. Like RZ Pellets. Is that the sponsor? That the name of the club? Oh, this guy from Portsmouth, Nicholas Smith. He's up there. He hasn't got a cap yet, but RZ Pellets. The club's name is Wolfsberger. What's the RZ Pellets? Is that like saying My Guava Millwall or Husky Millwall? So that's weird. But yeah, he's on call. So if there are any injuries, he might get called up. But he should probably at the training ground. I don't know. Maybe he's with the squad. Maybe he's going to fly out with them, be involved in training out there. I don't know. But it would be better if he was with the Millwall team. Really, I don't know if they're training now. If they give the players, some time off, and then they're going to come back probably on Monday the 8th. I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. Big week in a couple of weeks. Charlton away and Palace away, which we all assume is on the Wednesday. No one's announced it yet. Like, can someone pull the finger out and announce that, please? That would be good. So, players leaving, players didn't come. So this is from footballleagueworld.co.uk. That young Swedish guy from Hammarby, the striker, not happening. He's gone. He's gone off to Genk. Emil have been dealt a significant setback on deadline day, as their deal to bring Jusef Erabi to the Den has now been hijacked by Belgian Pro League side Genk. And here's the thing: when it was announced that he had to choose between Millwall and Genk, and apparently he had a medical at Millwall. So we are told that, we don't know that, but maybe he failed the medical. I don't know, but obviously these things don't get announced. And that's according to Ryan Taylor of the Mirror, who's reported that a late flurry of outgoings at Genk have seen them offer improved terms to the Millwall striker, that made him have a late change of heart. So, they threw more money at him, and he said, "Oh, I like money. I love money. I love it. I love it. You're going to give me more money? More? More?" And he went, "Yes, please." And now he's going over there. I don't know when the Belgium deadline is. Obviously, the deadlines are different all around the world. The Scottish their deadline is 11 p.m. and that's going to come in the next story that we're going to talk about. And they just waffle on. So you've got the gist of it. He's not coming, so I'm not going to read the rest of that. You can screw yourself. So let's move on to the next story, by the way. Here we go. So this is from Daily Record. It hasn't been confirmed yet, because as mentioned, it may have been confirmed while I'm recording this video. I'm recording this video at 10:20 on Monday, the 1st of September. Their window closes at 11 because, the English decide to change it and move it to 7. And then the Scottish say, "Why are you doing that, by the way? Why are you doing that? What are you doing that for, by the way? That's prime drinking time. 7 p.m. Screw that, man." So, yeah. This is from Daily Record. Kevin Nisbet to Aberdeen. A done deal as Dons agree a 6-figure transfer with Millwall. And that 6 figures is rumoured to be not involving decimal places, so it is 6 figures. It's rumoured to be £300,000, which, yikes, we took a haircut on that, did we not? Now, it may mean, I don't know if we still owe them money from the transfer of him, so that might be the amount of money that we owe them of the whatever it was, 1.7 million or whatever it was. So, maybe we just said, cancel the money we owe you and can have it back. Maybe it's that, but they've got UEFA Conference League money now, so we should have got something for him, I imagine. Maybe we can play them in a friendly pre-season. That would be good, either home or away. I'm not too fussed, to be honest. That would be lovely. The Scottish Cup winners coming back to Pittodrie after a successful loan spell there last season. Aberdeen are bringing Scottish Cup winner Kevin Nisbet back to Pittodrie. The Dens have agreed a 6-figure deal with Millwall to sign the Scotland international on a permanent basis. Aberdeen also hand the 28-year-old contract for the next 3 years. So basically seeing out the rest of his career, really. 31 years old. Probably maybe 32, depending on I think is his birthday in February. Earlier in the day, the move had looked in doubt after the English side knocked back a couple of offers from the Dons since they made their move on Saturday. Nisbet is now travelling north from London to Cormack Park tonight to complete his deadline-busting move. The striker netted 14 goals whilst on loan at the Dons last season and ended the campaign on a high at Hampden, helping them to win the Scottish Cup. Nisbet has ironically forced his way back into the Millwall team and played at the weekend. Yeah, ironic. The former Hibs forward, the former Hibs forward was in the final year of his contract, was keen to return to Scotland. So again, there's the thing as well. It just didn't work out for him, and I think that's probably shows what the Scottish League is now, what the level that it's at, and that's probably League One. The Championship, the amount of money in the Championship now, the amount of decent players in the Championship, the parachute money, all the other, the new TV deal with Sky, all of that, that's boosted the Championship to basically Premier League 2 level, and that's left the Scottish League behind. And the Scottish League, you see Rangers, it's not Celtic and Rangers anymore, it's literally just Celtic. And why do they have to spend money? Because they're not spending money. The fans are pissed. They don't have to try to win the league. It's just a cakewalk for them. But the fans want them to buy players so that they can do well in Europe, and then they're not doing it. So they're just banking the money. Yeah, and they bring a new kit out every season that looks the fucking same as the old ones. That's the thing with all these teams that play in like stripes, isn't it? All the kits look the same. Yeah, there you go. So he's gone. Kevin Nisbet's gone back to Aberdeen. He's going to go be a hero, score a load of goals, and good luck to him. Good luck to him. Sometimes just don't work out. Now another player leaving on loan, just for the moment, maybe more than a loan. This is millfc.co.uk. So Adam Mayer completes a loan switch. Millwall Football Club can confirm that Adam Mayer has joined Sky Bet League 2 side Cambridge United on loan until the end of the 25-26 season. Although he's cup tied in the Carabao Cup and they've got a big game in that, so that's unfortunate for them. The 20-year-old winger heads it, so they're calling him a winger now. He was a left back before. He went to Bromley, they played him at left back. We played him at left back. So it looks like is Neil Harris going to play him as a winger. Heads out on his second long-term loan spell since joining the club from Morecambe in January 2024. Mayer made his most recent Lions appearance in the 2-1 Carabao Cup win over Coventry City, his only appearance for the club this campaign. He joins up with former head coach Neil Harris at the U's for the entirety of the campaign. So there you go, and you can track his progress on the Loanwatch, which we're going to get into in a minute. So, a lot of rumours going around today, and one of them has been codified in a story from Teesside Live, and this is from MSN.com, so it looks a bit weird. Pensioner attacked in home by 3 men. Oh, that's not nice, is it? Oh dear. Apparently we were interested in signing Dan Barlaser, and I think we were until someone posted on social media that when they beat us the other day, he was one of the wankers on the bench giving it, and then the club probably thought, yeah, you know what, maybe we shouldn't sign him because he's instantly public enemy of the fans. Championship duo Derby County and Millwall believed to express interest in signing Middlesbrough midfielder Dan Barlaser. Borough are open to a sale of the midfielder, who's in the final year of his contract this season, is down the pecking order in Rob Edwards' plans. Though nothing is yet understood to have been agreed with either club, both have shown interest and could make moves for the 28-year-old on the final day of the window. Well, let me tell you, we did not make moves. That has not happened. So, there you go. Not happening. Now, the Loanwatch. Here we go. Alfie Massey. He's the only one on loan. He's the only one on loan at the moment. Adam Mayer, he's on loan at Cambridge. I think they've got games tomorrow. I think there's the EFL Trophy games tomorrow. So, if you want to watch that, you can watch that on Sky Sports Plus if you got that. So Alfie Massey has featured heavily for Wealdstone since signing on loan in mid-August. Despite defeat on Saturday afternoon, he's played the full 90 minutes for the Stones in their last 4 matches. He's also collected 2 Man of the Match awards for the Stones during that period in their defeats to Carlisle and more recently Rochdale. You forgot to mention something, Millwall FC. He scored in that game. He scored a goal in that game. They lost 3-1 to Rochdale. He scored in that. Massey's next match for Wealdstone is on Tuesday night as they host Southend United. Wow, what a game. What a game. I'm sure that's going to be packed out. I know Southend United, this is the conference, by the way, the conference. Southend United, so far this season, they've averaged 8,500 crowds for their games. Insane. Insane. The fans are still turning up. The fans are supporting the club. Fair play to them. But they're in the conference, and you think there are teams in League Two that get about 2,000 fans if they're lucky, and you got Southend in the conference with 8,500 fans. Yikes! So that's going to be a big game. That's tomorrow. I think it's at home. Yeah, it's home. They host Southend. So big game. Big game. Now, by the way, if you want to watch the goal. It's around the 2 minute and 20 second mark. They're already 3 down. I would show you, but I think it's the zone now, so there might be some kind of copyright thing. The channel's not monetized anyway, so they can't take any money. It's just they fuck with the video, they prevent it from being shown to you. It just messes with that. So If you want to see, if you go to Willstone FC, you know they have a YouTube channel. Of course they do. Everyone does. Who doesn't? Who does? Do you not have one? Why not? So, there you go. You can watch it. They were 3-1 down. He basically picks up the ball about, 30 yards out and then runs forward about 10 yards and hits it. It's not the most perfect strike, but he hits it towards goal and it hits the defender and deflects past the goalkeeper. So, get it on target, what can you do? And, fair play, I said this when he went out on loan. There's a lot of people saying, he's better than that level. He should be going to a League 2 team on loan or something like that. But if you do go to the conference and you be the best player on the pitch, show them that you're the best player on the pitch. That's if you put any championship or any League 1 player in the conference, they should be the best player on the pitch. Simple as. You know what I mean? Right, here we go again. This is really annoying me now. Really annoying me. This is from millfc.co.uk, the club's official website. Here we go again. Every single fucking time they do a shirt auction, we lose the game. Now, not every single time. Actually, not every single time. There was that one game that we didn't. Yeah, there's always one exception. But literally, not literally, every single time we lose the game. Now, I don't know what's going on. This must be some kind of thing that messes with the players. They're distracted. Oh, guys, don't forget, I need your shirts after the game. Don't take your shirts home. I need them. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on. Now, I imagine the players don't get a new shirt for every game. But, does that mess with them? Do they usually just take the shirts when they can and give them to their friends and family, and now they have to give it back to the club to auction for this thing? And where even is the money going? They're not telling us where the money's going. Where is the money going? We assume it's going to charity. They're not telling us that. It could just be going to fucking pay for their Christmas due. I don't know. If it is, fair play. I don't know. But yeah, here we go again. So, shirt auction for the Millwall versus Wrexham game. It's just starting 11, and the auction's closed at the weekend. So, matchwornshirt.com. And here we go. 12 days left. So, not the weekend then. Literally next weekend. Saturday week. Here we go, Ivanovic 104, Negley 91. Sadly, no Nisbet shirt because he was a substitute, that would have been a collector's item. Bender wearing number 13. How apt. Unlucky number 13. Is it too late to change his shirt number? They've only got 4 stars on Trustpilot. Oh, okay. So yeah, again. Like I said, every single time they do this, we lose the game. Like I said, I don't know what the underlying reason is, whether it's distracting for the players or what. But can we stop with this? Can we stop? Can you auction off some shit from training, like a training session or something, instead of a match that we lose and it annoys us all when we lose? Right, I nearly forgot this. Just remembered it at the last minute. The young lad who's halfway around the world, he played a game today, and I see someone has been on here and updated this. I don't know who's doing that. They put his picture on it. Elias Mansor, and they've updated the manager. Vincenzo Alberto Eneze is the manager of Afghanistan, not the other one who moved and went to Hong Kong. They lost 2-0 to Tajikistan, and young Elias Mansor played the full 90 minutes again. Fantastic stuff. Now, they did give away a penalty. I haven't been able to find any highlights for that, so I don't know who gave away the penalty. There is no there's no yellow card attached to the penalty, so you normally, if there's a foul that leads to penalty, they give a yellow card, you assume. Maybe it was handball. I don't know, but yeah, so they concede that penalty after 23 minutes, and then, near the end of the game, they're making changes, trying to get into the game. Oops, they end up conceding again. 90 plus 3, they concede, it's 2-0. So they now go into a game against India. Don't know when that is. Can we see on here when it is? Nah, probably not. So there you go. So they're in Group B. Obviously, they're not going to go through to the semi-finals. They lost both their games. Even if they did win their last game against India, there's... Well, I mean, mathematically, it's possible. Because it's Afghanistan versus India and Tajikistan versus Iran. If Iran beat Tajikistan by a lot of goals, it is possible, but I don't know. If Afghanistan do beat India, and India ain't that good, even though, they did win a game. So if they win, they get 3 points. India's still on 3 points. And they got -4 goal difference to overcome. I doubt they're going to win by 4-0, but then, if Iran beat Tajikistan by, what's that? So they're on +1, they need to get to so if Afghanistan win by the minimum, which is 1-0, that would take them to -3 goal difference, that would still put them beyond India, so they need to beat India by 2 goals. You would imagine. I don't know what the tiebreakers are, so let's say they need to beat India by 2 goals. That would take them to -2, so then they need Iran to beat Tajikistan to take them to -3, so 4 goals. So they need Iran to beat Tajikistan by four goals, and they need to beat India by 2 goals. Possible, but don't hold your breath. Would be interesting to see if they rotate the squad for this last game to give the squad players a go. I don't think they've got a massive squad out there. It's just like one level up from a friendly tournament. To be fair, it's CAF Nations Cup. It's a sub confederation that they just announced the tournament in April, and then they only announced in July where it was going to be. So it's really very much ad hoc stuff. So. There you go. But another 90 minutes and a second Afghanistan cap for Elias Mansor. Congratulations, fantastic stuff. Hopefully he'll be back. No, he won't be back. They got a game on Tuesday. That's at the Den. Doubt he'll be back for that. Maybe he might be, but probably not. But there you go. On that note, thank you for watching, and goodbye.